Today's going to be a fun hands-on math lesson, and our objective is today I will build flat shapes. So before we go any further, I want to let you know of the kinds of things that you're going to need for this lesson. You're going to need something that is soft that you can use. I'm going to be using Play-Doh. You could use any kind of clay that you have, or you could use gumdrops, or you could use marshmallows. Those are some things that you can use. And then you're going to need something to be able to stick into that soft material. And so I am going to be using toothpicks. You could also maybe use sticks that you found from your yard or something like that. So you might want to pause the video while you find the materials, or you may want to come back to watch once you've gathered the materials, okay? So our vocabulary that we need to know still is flat shape, and that means it's a two-dimensional plane figure, okay? So remember, we've been talking about how those are like paper. They're not something big and solid that you can really grab a hold of. Today we're going to be making it out of something other than paper, but it's still going to be flat. Okay. The shapes that we need to continue to know are the circle, which is as round as it can be, right? It doesn't have any sides or vertices. Remember, vertices are the corners. Here's the rectangle. And remember the rectangle, two sides long and two sides short, right? It has four sides altogether and four vertices. The triangle has three sides and three vertices. They don't have to be equal in size. They can be sometimes, but sometimes the sides are different lengths. Some of them are longer than others, shorter than others. Just has to have three sides. Okay, then we have the square. All our sides are just the same, just the same, just the same, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, just the same. It means they're all the same length. None of the sides are shorter or longer than the others. And then our last one that we've been studying is the hexagon, and it has the 6 sides. 6 sides, 6 vertices. Okay. So our steps in building these shapes are: number 1, identify the flat shape. That means you're going to look at it and you're going to think about which one it is, so you know what you're building and what it should look like. Gather the correct number of sides and vertices is number 2. So you have to get your materials so you can build that many sides and vertices. And then number 3, you're going to build it. Okay. So I'm going to put my camera down where you're just going to be able to see what I'm doing and not my face anymore. Okay. So I am going to be using, I'm going to do a square first. So to make a square, I need to have the 4 sides. I'm going to have 4 toothpicks. 1, 2, 3, 4 to make it. The toothpicks are already the same size. They came from the same little container, and I didn't do anything with them, like break them or anything like that. So I'm going to take some of the Play-Doh and I'm going to make the vertex for each one, and I'm going to stick 2 of the sides together, which can help you know that that is a point where they are meeting at the corners. So I have to have 4 of these, right? So I want you to do this with me if you have the material. So roll them into little balls. You're going to have 4 little balls, like I did those 2 right there. I have a ball. And I have one more ball. So the balls are for the vertices. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one on this end, and then I'm going to put a new one in there, like that. Going to stick, so every end of the toothpicks are going to have be attached to one of the little balls. Okay, so we got that. And I'm going to put one more up here. And ta-da! That is a square. And at any point when you're watching this, if you need to pause to catch up to where I am, that's fine, so that you can make it. I'm going to put that one over to the side. Hopefully it'll stay together. Put that one over there. Okay, I'm going to try to make a triangle this time. So I think in my head it's got 3 sides. So I would need 3 toothpicks. 1, 2, 3. It has 3 sides. It also has 3 vertices, so I'm going to need to make 3 more little balls. So just pinch off a little bit and roll it. There's one. And I'm going to do another one. And roll it. There's 2. And I'm going to take one more and roll it also. Okay, now I didn't change the size of these yet again, but if I wanted to make my triangle not be equal, I would have to cut some of it, but I'm just going to keep it equal. So just like with the square, I would put the little ball on both ends, like that. I'm going to put it down. Then I'm going to stick the one on the bottom of that one. And then on this one, I'm going to stick this into the one on top. And then I'm going to add one here to link those. So there we go. Now we have my triangle. Okay. All right. You can try to make a triangle also. Now to make a rectangle, I'm going to need to use more of these. We know that it has 4 sides, but that 2 sides are long. So I'm going to give this a try. This might be a little tricky. I'm going to put 2 of them next to each other. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can see that. And then I'm going to put a little one just by itself on both ends. And then I'm going to put 2. Now these, it doesn't mean that these are 6 sides, right? It's just I'm putting 2 of them together to try to build a rectangle because I know that the sides need to be longer. Okay, but I still know that a rectangle has just 4 vertices. So I'm going to make 4 balls like that. 1, 2. 3 and 4, like that. I'm going to just put it in the corners, okay? So I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one on, so one here on the bottom. I'm going to put one on the end of one of them, and I'm going to put another one on the end of the other one. Okay, I gotta line them up. Then I'm going to stick the side one in this one, like that. And I'm going to add another one up here, another ball up here, and stick that in there. This is a little tricky because I guess you could get a piece of tape or something if you wanted to make the toothpicks on the long sides stay down and stay together. Okay, I'm going to stick on this side, I'm going to stick this one in this ball. And I'm going to put a ball on the other end. Remember, these balls stand for the corners or the vertices. Okay, so I think that works pretty good. I can't lift it up very good because it's not attached. But like I said, if you used a piece of tape, you could get it to attach. Now, I have also on this this assignment, I've also given you some Play-Doh mats where you can roll out your Play-Doh onto the shape, because here's a hexagon, which we could try to make with the toothpicks too. I challenge you to try that. I am going to show you how to do this with this mat. Okay, I need to get a bunch of Play-Doh out. Okay, and I'm going to roll it. Kind of roll it just between my hands. Try to make it really thin as I can. And I'm going to spread it out along the sides. And I could build my hexagon this way. I don't want to use up, I'm trying to make it really thin, so I'm not using up so much of my Play-Doh. Okay, so that's the one side, one. Make this really skinny. Okay, and I'm going to do it like this. And this you don't have to do with me. You could print this out and do this one separately on your own. Or you could go get it and be doing it with me. Okay, so that's one side, two sides. Here's my third side. And because I made it pretty thin, I might not need to open up my other thing of Play-Doh. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make this very thin, rolling it between my hands. And there's my fourth side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need some more Play-Doh for my other two sides. Okay. All right. Here's another one. The other side. Yeah, I have a small container and I didn't even use it all because I made it really skinny. So there's my fifth side. And then I have one more. It goes up at the top. So I have 6. If you have 2 colors, I do have 2 colors, so I can actually get it open. You could do the vertices with a different color. I don't want to get it to ruin the colors, so I'm not going to press it down too much, but I could put like little balls. There's one of the corners of the vertices. 2. 3. 4. 5. And 6. So that was my mat. I was able to do the whole thing with my mat. Okay, I would love to see pictures of your creations sent to me through Remind. We have a circle one too on the mats. We have all the shapes that we've been studying. Here's the circle. Okay, so in looking at the circle, whoops, upside down. Looking at the circle, it has no sides, it has no vertices, right? So all you would need to do with that one is just to make one really long line that just kind of goes round and round and round, right? So there it goes. It doesn't stop. It doesn't have any corners. It's very round. So you gotta remember that. Whoops. Shoot. Okay. So it is very round. So I hope you have some clay at home of some kind. I know I just got some. I found some at the pharmacy yesterday. I know we're all trying to not go to the store very much, so I really don't want to send your parents on a wild goose chase looking for Play-Doh or something, but maybe if they are going to the pharmacy or the grocery store or someplace like that, maybe they'd be able to find some, okay? So here is my circle. So anyway, I hope you had fun building with me today, and like I said, I'd love to see your creations.